Hello guys, I'm your host Brian Nicholson, and it is SportCenter at night. I just got home from a trip from College Station, Texas, the home of Texas A&M Aggies, and that is why it is at night. So here we go. The NFL playoffs are finally all set. All 6 seeds from each conference are all set. So from the AFC, we have got the number 1 seed, the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes set a NFL record for 50 touchdowns and 55,000 yards in one season. That was last set by Peyton Manning with the Denver Broncos in 2013. Then we got the number 2 seed, the New England Patriots, the Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, the era that we've all been watching, that I've been watching for a long time in my life. And then we got the 3 seed, the Houston Texans, who started 0-3 and came out of nowhere. J.J. Watt and Deshaun Watson, and now they won the AFC South to get their division win, and now they're in the playoffs. Now the Baltimore Ravens, they got a stellar defense, and Lamar Jackson, who's a really good mobile quarterback that can make plays happen really good. Now we got Los Angeles Chargers with Phillip Rivers and Melvin Gordon, Keenan Allen, and they are just an explosive offense. They're a really good, well-balanced team all around. Then the Indianapolis Colts, who started 1-5 in the season, and that is the first time that has ever been done, and to reach the playoffs since the Kansas City Chiefs have done it that started the season 1-5 also. And Indianapolis Colts also came out of nowhere like the Houston Texans. They got T.Y. Hilton and Andrew Luck, Andrew Luck will probably be the comeback player of the year because he had a shoulder surgery last year and it really set his game back. Now let's go to the NFC, the New Orleans Saints, the well-balanced, most explosive team all around in the NFL, in my opinion. We got Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, the best dual running back in the NFL. We got Michael Thomas. We got Drew Brees. We got, on the defense side, we got Marshawn Lattimore. Dude, this is just a great team all around. Now we got the Los Angeles Rams, who have Jared Goff, Brandon Cooks. Even though Cooper Kupp got injured, they still get the 2 seed in the NFC. And now let's go to Chicago. And also, the Rams have Aaron Donald, Marcus Peters, Aqib Talib. You cannot forget that defense. That defense is really good too. Chicago Bears. Matt Nagy went to the Chicago Bears this past season, and he came from the Kansas City Chiefs as an offensive coordinator. Matt Nagy won the NFC North with the Chicago Bears, and he got a trade with John Gruden and the Oakland Raiders to send a first-round pick to Oakland for Khalil Mack, which is a great trade. Now the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have Dak Prescott, and they made a good trade with the Oakland Raiders as well to send a first-round pick. John Gruden really likes those first-round picks, you know what I'm saying? And they got Amari Cooper out of that one too. And then now Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks have really good, they don't have they don't have the best wide receivers, but they got some good wide receivers that can make some plays happen. Like Doug Baldwin and Tyler Lockett. They got the running backs, Chris Carson and Rashad Penny. Then you got Russell Wilson throwing the ball around. And then that defense too. That defense is a really good run defense, and they can make plays happen in the secondary. The Philadelphia Eagles, who barely got in because Minnesota Vikings lost today to the Chicago Bears 24-10. And the Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs of last season, who beat the New England Patriots. And they, I feel like, had a little Super Bowl after party. You know what I'm like, you feel me? Because they did not play as well as last year, in my opinion. And they didn't really get rid of anyone either. They still have Carson Wentz and Nick Foles in the playoffs now because Carson Wentz is hurt. They still have Nelson Aguilar, Alshon Jeffrey, Zach Ertz, Jason Kelsey, and then defense side, I don't really know anyone on that side. And then George Kittle, the tight end of his San Francisco 49ers, who suck. But still, George Kittle set the tight end record for 1,377 yards in one season. Travis Kelce did set that against the Oakland Raiders today, but then 1 hour later, George Kittle took that record, and now he has it. And the Colts versus Titans. It was a win or go home game. Marcus Mariota was out for the Tennessee. Tennessee was home, and I wanted to say the Colts were going to win that game, and they did, 33-17. So that is why the Colts are the 6th seed instead of the Tennessee Titans. And then the New York Jets have fired their head coach Todd B from in a 4-season stretch. From a 4-season stretch, and he went 24-40 in that 4 seasons. And also Baker Mayfield set a rookie QB record for his 27th TD pass against the Baltimore Ravens today. And Cleveland lost 26-24 to pretty much eliminate Pittsburgh Steelers from playoff contention. But if the Colts and Titans did tie, then the Steelers would have got in instead of both those teams. And now let's go to NCAA football. Playoffs are trash. I'm sorry to say it. Committee, you chose those playoffs right, but Alabama's is too good, and so is Clemson. Those playoffs are just trash. Clemson winning 33. Like, what the frickers? Like, what the frick? How is Clemson beat Notre Dame that bad? Is Notre Dame that bad? Like, seriously. And then Bama versus OU. Bama got off to a 21-0 lead. Oh my god, these playoffs suck. And then 45-34, that was a better game at least. And then, but the New Year's Day games, these should be exciting, guys. We got Iowa versus Mississippi State. Nick Fitzgerald, who goes like this for his quarterback call. Hike. And then we got Iowa, who does the Iowa wave at every home game. And then we got LSU versus UCF lost their QB, which is a setback, but LSU kind of sucks, in my opinion. Kentucky versus Penn State. Kentucky is overrated. Penn State will win that game. Washington versus Ohio State. Washington's overrated, in my opinion. Ohio State will win that game by 2 touchdowns. And then UT versus Georgia. Georgia will blow them out of the water. Sam Ehlinger, don't believe in you. Miami head coach, he retired. Mark Richt, I believe is pronounced. And he retired after 26-13. 3 seasons. He's coached 3 seasons there, and he won 26-13 in those 3 seasons. And the Canes hired ex-defense coordinator Diaz to replace Mark. Diaz did go to Temple to be their head coach, but he came back to Miami to be their head coach there too. Ole Miss set to hire Rodriguez to be their offensive coordinator for next season. Now UFC, last night, Jon Jones reclaims the UFC title and then he taunted his opponent, Cormier. I think that's how you pronounce it. Oh well. Now let's go to MLB. Nelson Cruz signed with a 1-year contract with the Minnesota Twins, $14.3 million. And also Matt Shoemaker, right-handed pitcher, set to sign with the Toronto Blue Jays for a 1-year, $3.5 million contract. And also, Toronto Blue Jays acquired left-hand pitcher Clayton Richard, not Clayton Kershaw, Clayton Richard, from the San Diego Padres for cash considerations and a minor league player. Now, NBA Joel Embiid out with his sore knee for it was tonight's game against, I forgot who. He had a sore knee, nothing to worry about. That's what the 76ers said. And then Kyle Lowry's injury is something to be worried about for the Raptors. He's been out for 2 weeks now. And the Bucks and Nuggets have the number 1 seeds in the NBA, even though playoffs are really far away. That's just something to keep an eye out. Now the NHL. NHL fines Canadians Philip D. $5,000 for tripping Panthers defender Aaron E. And Jets defensive man Dustin B. has a lower body injury, and he's going to be out for a while. Now in NCAA basketball, there's 4 teams unbeaten still going into conference play, which is huge for them. We got the University of Virginia. We got University of Michigan, Nevada University, and University of Houston. And conference play is really exciting in my opinion, especially when it's rivalry week. We got North Carolina versus Duke, K-State versus KU. Those are the 2 that I can think of off the top of my head. Can't think of any more. Well, there's like Texas Tech versus KU. That should be a good game, but it's not really a rivalry in my opinion. And then also, Miami did hit that buzz beater against North Carolina last year in Chapel Hill, so maybe that can happen this year. And what would be really funny is if UMBC knocks off another 1 seed if they make the March Madness. So that's my vid for tonight. Hope you guys have a wonderful New Year's Eve, and we will see my Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, baby. Let's go! And hopefully you guys have a wonderful night, and see ya.